Welcome students to the first video session dealing with the topic relations, and before going into depth and this particular mm, topic or theoretical portion, we ought to clearly understand what an ordered pair means and how it is important in the entire not only in relations but also in other sections dealing with the functions and all and even in calculus and coordinate geometry. So what exactly is an ordered pair? Now before going into it, let us look at a simple example to come up with the right understanding. Now here in this particular rough rectangle which is drawn here, we have a plane. Now plane means a particular geometric surface which has definite points, and the key point is that if I ought to bring out a specific point, suppose capital A1 represents a specific point, and if I say that it's a unit, uh, suppose unit meter or unit centimeter from a particular location, then it also infers that another person or another point can be located with the same definition. That is, you can point out A2 and A3 for the same location, and as we can see, A1, A2 and A3 are not the same point but three different points, which simply means that you ought to have a two-dimensional plane which is defined by the coordinate axis of x and y, so that a single point in that particular plane can be defined or pointed out by two counting numbers, in this particular case 1 1, which are called the elements, and you can see that. So the key meaning is that you need two elements to point out a single point. And more than that, the interesting thing is that here the x-axis can represent, which simply means that the x-axis can represent the elements of a uh, set, that is the positive part of the x-axis. Similarly, the negative part of also of the x-axis can represent the elements of a set. So that's the particular meaning of it. And of course, in certain cases, you also can include the negative parts. Now, what does it mean? It simply means that when you are taking two particular uh, elements or counting numbers, in this particular case, to point out a definite location, it means that if you reverse the order, the point is also changing. It's not the same point, which simply means that if you're dealing with the two, if you're dealing with 2 and 1, it simply means that if the order is reversed, it becomes 1 and 2. Then the point uh, in the Cartesian coordinate plane represented by 1 and 2 is not the point which is represented by 2 and 1. Similarly, 1 and 1 also is not equal to 2 and 2 because they are entirely two different points in the Cartesian coordinate plane. That brings us to the particular definition, that is, an ordered pair consists of two objects. That's why we call it a pair, or elements in a given fixed order. So it simply means that if A and B are two sets, then a pair A, B in that order means that the small a or the lowercase a belongs to set A, and small b is an element of set B. So the important point here is that the order is very important. That is, when you are writing AB, it simply means that AB is not equal to BA. And so what are the key characters of a particular ordered pair? The characters are, as we have already seen, two elements within the brackets doesn't mean that we are referring to a single set. So it's not a set consisting of two elements, and the order is very important. If you reverse the order, you're indicating a different point. So it simply means that the order is important, and if you reverse the order, you're not dealing with the same thing. And of course, as we already seen, there can be cases like 1 1 2 2. So it simply means that two elements need not be distinct. So that brings us to the practical meaning of an ordered pair. That's something like 3 and 3. That's the two elements, first three belonging to a set A and the second three belonging to set B, represents the position of a point in a two-dimensional plane in a Cartesian coordinate system. So that's the meaning of it. Which also brings us to another key point. That's what do you mean by the equality of ordered pairs. Now, if you're having two ordered pairs A1, B1 and A2, B2, they are equal only and only if A1 is equal to A2 and B1 is equal to B2. So now note the point that A is the A of the first ordered pair is equated with the A of the second ordered pair, and that there's nothing to do with the B of the second order. So that's very important. So A1 is equal to A2 and B1 is equal to B2. So that's the key meaning of ordered pair, and it's the ordered pair which is the fundamental working principle as far as relations are concerned. Thank you.